What's up, VC? What's up, Vinyl community? It's Dan hanging out with you for Dan's Vinyl channel. How are you guys doing? Man, it's been a while. Yeah, I'm back from the void, y'all. That void being New Mexico and Colorado. I don't know, for what, 12 days or something like that. Too long. We got back earlier this week, and it's just been kind of a recovery session. It's just been like a lot of sleep, a lot of doing nothing. My car broke down, had to fix that. There's little things going on, the home stuff on top of getting back. We still got a cooler on the couch. I mean, it's just, we're dead tired. I mean, you just don't sleep like you do when you're at home, out on vacation. But it was a lot of fun. We went to New Mexico and we went to Colorado. And what I wanted to do in this video was talk about some of the vinyl acquisitions at some of the stores that we hit while we were there. So you guys, if you guys ever go to Santa Fe, you guys ever go to Denver, Boulder, you kind of know, maybe where to go, what to check out. There's some cool stores out there, guys. Some really awesome stores. So we had a ball. So yeah, we went to a few stores, but I mean, it was like a very small portion of the trip. My wife was very patient with me. Let me do my digging, just because I like to get out and dig them Rekkids, guys. And yeah, I took some time in some of these places, so not too much though. Wanted to talk about New Mexico first because that's where we went first. And there was this there's a store in New Mexico. It's called The Good Stuff, and it's a neat little store. They sell coffee, a lot of T-shirts, whole bunch of T-shirts, like original designs. I wanted to buy some T-shirts, but I was just kind of trying to save some money because I knew I was going to find some stuff, out digging in record stores and stuff like that. And so I just kind of wanted to save my money back. But there was a few shirts that were really awesome, and from what I could tell, these guys mainly sold just like $5 records, and then they had just like one bin, and it said the really good stuff, and you had maybe a Prince record, maybe maybe something a little higher priced jazz record, nothing really over like $20-$30. But, good coffee, solid store, in Santa Fe. It's called The Good Stuff. If you're ever there, check it out. Neat little store. I passed on a Wall of Voodoo record that I shouldn't have. I don't know why I did. It was the first store you hit, so it's like you don't want to just start spending all your money. But I should have bought that Wall of Voodoo record. Should have bought it. Oh well, shoulda, woulda, coulda. You guys know how it is. One of them that got away, but my wife did end up getting a Rekkid there. She got. My wife's a jazz person, as you guys know. This is Mary Lou Williams, Keyboard History. So, good sounding record. I'm not too familiar with Mary Lou Williams, but I know that she really enjoyed this record, and for $5, I think she got a pretty good deal. I don't know. Like I said, everything was there. Everything there was about $5. So anyway, the next store we went to after we left the Good Stuff, we went to a museum, and then after we left the museum, we lost our car, and we were walking around just these side streets near the museum, and we found a record store called Lost Padre Records. Pretty cool. I thought that was kind of interesting. Lost Padre. I was like, that's a record store. So we went in there, and yeah, we found some stuff. Nothing really too huge. My wife, she was the big spender at $10, and she got this Coltrane record, the standard Coltrane. But yeah, like I said, I don't know too much about jazz, guys. I'm just kind of going through some of the stuff that we found at these record stores. It's a great sounding record, and I think any Coltrane you get for like $10 is good. Coltrane reminds me of Christmas time. So every time I hear that kind of jazzy sax music, it reminds me of Christmas. I have no idea why that is. And maybe I heard Coltrane first when it was Christmas time, but I'd been staring this record down, and for $4, I thought I'd bite. Mr. Welcome to the Real World. It's got Kiri. It's got Broken Wings on it. Haven't really delved into too much of this record as of yet. From what I've heard, it's not bad. It's kind of a mix between, 80s power pop and synth pop, and just kind of like maybe even not even power pop. Not powerful enough to be power pop, but not synthy enough to be synth pop. It's somewhere in between that. Mr. Welcome to the Real World. Kiri's a great song. Broken Wings, great song. You guys know Mr. All right, this was in their $2 bin. And I thought, well, I'll definitely take a stab at a Pretenders record for $2. This is extended play. I hadn't really ever heard this as an EP of theirs. Had a live version of Precious on it, which is awesome. This is a great sounding record. $2. Yeah, you can't beat it. Great stuff on here. It's the Pretenders, guys. If you like Chrissie Hynde, you like the whole kind of post-punky kind of thing going on here, it's great. I really dig it. This Precious live version is awesome. This record, I picked it up. It was $7. Frankie Goes to Hollywood. Welcome to the Pleasure Dome. Yeah, it's $7. It's a double It's a double LP, 2 LPs. It's got a nice big gatefold here. The jacket's a little worn. But, overall not in bad shape. The record inside is in really good shape. It sounds good. And it's got 2 Tribes and Relax on it. And I haven't really listened too much. Like I told you guys, I've come home and I've slept. There has been a few records that have taken kind of some priority since I got home. And I'll probably get to some of those in this video. But I'm going to try to keep this on a shorter leash. I wanted to talk about a record store that I went into in Denver, and it's a huge place. It's called Twist and Shout, and I like the smaller record stores, one where you can like meet the owner. I'm not saying that Twist and Shout is a bad record store, and if you guys have ever been there, it's a good record store, and they had a ton of stuff and a great selection. And the reason I'm talking about this place right after Los Padre is because at Los Padre Records, I found a really worn copy, and it was just it was too beat up for me. And I've been burned on cult albums before, but I've been looking for Dreamtime. That's been on my list of once. Dreamtime and a replacement copy of The Cult's Love. Well, they had Dreamtime at Los Padre at Santa Fe, and they had it was the double LP. It was the one. It was Dreamtime and Dreamtime Live at the Lyceum. It was a UK import. I was really excited. I opened it up, and yeah, it was just thrashed, and I was just so bummed out. So I'm like, oh, man, I almost bought it. But, I'm not going to buy a record that I know I'm never going to be able to listen to. I mean, there was deep gashes in this thing. Somebody had abused the hell out of this record. And it was very upsetting because I'm a huge Cult fan. And that's an album that I have been wanting. And to find that in the wild was pretty cool anyway. So then we go to Twist and Shout. And I go, and I have been on the lookout, and this is just a record that doesn't pop up around here that much. And I found it, they had it, and that is Aha, their Hunting High and Low album. And I managed to pick this one up for $7, and it was in great shape. It's near perfect, near mint condition, and it was a great price. And I'm on that side of the bin. And my wife pops over. She's on the other side, and she pops over a record. And I'm not kidding you, it was the Cult Dreamtime. I was like, what? So I open it up, and it's just a little too beat up. And, they had like $18 on it. And so I'm like, you know what? If I could get this at the right price, maybe. And I listened to it, and, at one of the listening stations, and it was just... It was loud and it was kind of poppy and obnoxious, but I'm like, all right, if I can get them down to like $10 on this thing, I'd do it. So I go and I show it to the guy, one of the guys working there, and I'm like, hey, this record's a little pricey for the condition that it's in, and he's like, yeah, I'll go down to $12 on it, and I'm just kind of standing there like, I'm thinking about it, and he's like, oh, okay, well, whatever, and he sits it down and he just walks away, and I'm like, all right, well, I was thinking about buying it, but the dude just kind of walked away, and so I was like, yeah, well, not meant to be. So that's 2 record stores in a row that had an album that I was looking for that I missed out on. So anyway, I just look at it as there's a nice pristine copy of Dreamtime out there somewhere, and it'll show up. I'll find it. But also while I was there, I picked up this album, and I want somebody showed this recently. This is Men Without Hats, Rhythm of Youth. This is a great synth pop album. It's real feel good, bubblegummy, kind of just feel good, happy synth pop from the 80s. Safety Dance, the big one on here. It was in great shape. This is another at Twist and Shout. So, being the big kind of, and I'm not saying like it's bad to have corporate record shops. I just like record shops that are, instead of being owned by a board, they're owned by like a guy or a guy and his friend, or, it's like a small team of people. Twist and Shout is great, and I would probably end up shopping there a ton. So anyway, this was $6, and the Aha was $7. So I mean, how can you really go wrong? So Twist and Shout, not a bad record store, just a little big and impersonal for me. There were some nice people that worked there, but I like those small kind of I don't know. It's hard to explain. Those small kind of places that kind of smell a little bit. They got that smell to them. You guys know what I'm talking about? Like when you put your nose to an old record, it kind of smells like a bookstore or something. Yeah, I kind of like those places. There's just something about that, and just getting in and digging and finding a bunch of stuff. But I'm running out of time on this one. I gotta go, guys. Anyway, so that's just like a little drop of like some stuff that I found while I was out. I'm going to have some other videos coming. David Newton, my friend in the VC, he's doing a contest. I'm going to do a contest entry to that. I'm going to try to get that done today, but I doubt it'll get done. I've just got way too much stuff to do here. This is my first Saturday back, and I have got just a stack of things that I have to get taken care of today. So you guys take it easy. It's good seeing you guys. You guys keep digging them Rekkids, all right? And I'll keep digging them Rekkids. And I've got some other news. This crazy cassette haul that I just traded in. Wait till I tell you guys that story. It's crazy. Anyway, so you guys take it easy. You guys have a great rest of your weekend. I'll try to catch in with you guys. Maybe another video or two this weekend. We'll get some more of these record shops, man. I got all kinds of notes about these places. So you guys take it easy. We'll talk to you later. Peace out. See you guys.